All right. It is February 10th, 2022. My name is Chris, and I am trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. If you are here to trade stocks, forex, crypto, or anything else, you are in the wrong channel, but you're welcome to stay to watch the live session of the Nasdaq 100. No music today for the intro, just simply because I do not want to get flagged with any type of copyright violation from YouTube. And for that reason, I'm just starting the session now. Alrighty, guys. Right now, the Nasdaq is in consolidation mode. As we all know, this is a sideways trading pattern that typically happens in the afternoon. And we monitor this to prevent you guys from taking bad positions. Right here. All right. Nasdaq is going to be showing a little bit of resistance to the upside. We got a kink right here in the signal, and usually what that means is that the upside right there could have slowed down a little bit. And generally, when you see these type of kinks, one of two things happen. Either it trades sideways for the next day or two, or if this ends up crossing the zero line, then it'll just come right back down again and retest the 410 level. That's what that means right there. All right, we are in consolidation, 2 bars in consolidation, and it is consolidating to the downside. As far as live strategies go, guys, here we go. Got a short signal there. Got a long signal and a short signal. These two have been, they've all been very accurate this morning. It just depends on what type of, bandwidth setting and frequency setting I've got these at. So, overnight session, let's see here. Got the overlong. Overnight bias is being long as of 9 a.m. It's caught the long trade 2 bars early. Boom. But it was dead on. Pow. Okay. Let's see where we're at in the range filters. We are not trending. Right now we are in cycle mode. But right now we do have a little bit of an upside bias left in this little in this trade, and we'll see what happens afterwards. Okay. On the live algos right here, we've got upside, and then we had really good upside in the morning, and now I've got a short signal there. I've got a short signal right here, and I've got a long signal right here on this. So I am being precautious as far as which side I take right now. I did make very good profits this morning. This morning was an excellent morning so far. My experimentals, down to the short, down to the short, and my ES, down to the short as well. As far as market instability goes, we did capture that this morning. Caught it right here, which I think was right here, right before the run up, and then again right here. Boom. Super nice. Added some Fibonacci's for you guys who are visual and want to see support and resistance. Boom. And I also added this strategy from over here. Here. Boom. So you guys can see. All right, that's all I've got, and I'll be monitoring these throughout the day, and we'll see how this all shakes out today. All right. All right, if you guys are joining, welcome. Just popped open the trade desk live stream for you guys to see, and I hope you guys had a fantastic morning. This morning has been terrific. It has been a fantastic morning, to say the least. I am on the sidelines right now. I have not taken any trades. As of this morning, I did have enormous profits already. So I am profits of over 100 points on these trades. So I'm not I'm not anxious to take anything now unless I see something I really think is impressive for me to take. When you get up to these levels right here, and you get a signal like that, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Same thing down here. But when you're right here in the middle, you know, this is where you got to be cautious, because yeah, this could run up to the 88 mark, maybe make it all the way to the 100 mark, or it can easily just run down to the 61 mark, and then it becomes like, okay, which way is this going to go, right? So that's where you depend on your algorithms to give you guidance. Yeah, I've got to set the public today. This is where you rely on your algorithms right here. And this has been dead on today. has this and this. So I am in no hurry to take a trade right now, and I will wait to get out of consolidation, which we are still in. And this looks like it may roll down to the downside. Got a short signal here on AI1. This is another improvement I made to the signal last night. So it caught the downside and upside like dead on as well. But I am still waiting to see. Oh, there we go. Starting to see a little movement. Looks like it will be coming down. Eesh. Wow, am I late to that trade? I better be careful there. Ah. That doesn't look good. And I don't want to chase it either. We just had bar change as well. These type of trades, I don't like chasing. If you get into trade with as much oscillation as you got going on here, you can easily be up like $500 if this thing just retraces right there. So there's that. You know what? We had a structural change in the 30-minute right now that's taking place as a result of this move. So I'm going to carefully watch it. Wow, super nice. And this may be the end of this trade as well. I mean, this is already fizzling out. So what do we have? We do have longs. That's a short. And another short. And two more shorts here. Yeah, this is going to be continuation, I think, right now to the downside. But I'd rather get in on bar number 2. My entry here is a little bit late, and I don't want to chase after this. I want to see if it retraces, and then I will take this trade to the short side. It will do continue. It is going to continue to the downside. You just had phase shift on this right now.
Any news for that to happen?
No, just my signal right here telling me that it was a short sign signal right there. Wow, look at that. Jeez. Lee, good morning. Yeah, I'm actually seeing the headline here on Bloomberg on the other screen right now. I've got it muted though. Yeah, I don't think the market liked that. Wow, look at that. Yeah, gotta be careful. Wow. Nice. And you still have a lot to go on that short trade right there. And I do want to get in, but I am going to get in strategically on this. See if it retraces back a little bit. Does that little pullback thing. See, the 5 minute is always, it hit that 68 something level here in that Fibonacci I've got. And it looks like it may, yeah, this is going to go down until you get a crossing here. And I am late to that trade, and I hate taking late trades like this. Shoot. Hey, Ansel, welcome back, buddy. And by the way, congratulations on a fantastic morning today. I haven't had a chance to really go through all the posts on Discord because I've been busy. I've had a very good morning as well. I think I'm upward of 100 and something points on that move. So very nice V-shaped morning today. Yikes. Yeah, this is straight volatility. And one of my rules is I don't trade volatility when you get news comments and this whole thing just sells out. If I'm not in the trade like right here, I don't want to chase this. It's just how I trade. If you do, what happens is, you know, the euphoria could wear out and this thing could just slinky back up here and then you're upside down big time. So I will wait it out to see if there's another bar on this and see if it makes sense to take that as a short. But I am late to the party on this one. I should have taken the short right here, or here, or here. And let me see how much more this has got left to the downside. It's got a little bit. It's got a little bit left to go. Yeah, huge move too. Now, when I mean by a little bit, I mean a little bit on this strategy right here, which is the one that's plotted on the Fibonacci's over here. Yeah, that's right. This is a news-driven drop, you know, which spiked up volatility. As you can see right here, the VIX just went boom, straight up right there. And you know, when you see those type of events happen like that, you know, you're trading volatility right here, and you're trying to get a good fill, and you never. If you've been trading long enough, you'll know that you never get a good fill when something like this happens. Never. You'll get a fill, I mean, and with as fast as the market's moving, there's no telling where you're going to get your fill right here. There's no way, there's just no way, you know, someone can say, put a limit order. That's just not going to work. You take a market order, when something like this moves and you don't know where you're going to get filled, I mean, you may get filled like right here. And if this thing retraces to here, ooh, then you're going to be hurting. So it's really not a good practice to chase trades going down like this. in my opinion, I don't like doing it. I don't like trading volatility. I much rather would have gotten into the trade wherever the signal told me to, right here. I will tell you what's amazing though. My 30-minute caught the move long before this happened right here. Long before it happened right there. I've got a signal on the 30-minute and boom. The top Fibonacci right here was anchored to the it's the 100% level of that Fibonacci, and it was anchored to the 15108. Now the 15108 was produced by the supply and demand zones that I've got on here. Now this is a custom trade station strategy that was produced by a private developer that's on the TradeStation app store. I found it to be very useful, actually highly useful, highly accurate. It's a form of a Fibonacci, if you would, but it takes into account the left strength and the right strength of the movement of the chart, and it's very customizable as well. So what I did is, I'm trying to think back, is I anchored the Fibonacci to the lowest point on this study, this supply and demand, and I anchored it to the lowest high of the study over here. So that's how I got the 15108 level, which represents the 100% retracement, 100% roof, whatever you want to call it, here in the Fibonacci. And that's how I came up with that right there. That's how I came up with that level. It was anchored based off of this study in red and green right there. But you can actually find this study right here on the TradeStation App Store. This one right here. Hey, good afternoon, Chris. Welcome back. We're glad to have you back here again. Hope you've had a fantastic morning, as everyone else has as well. Yes, it is anchored on a price bar because what happens is, let me scroll back a little bit. Let me just check the time. Okay, I got 2 minutes for bar change. And see, this is exactly what I was telling you guys right here. If you would have chased this candle, you don't know where you would have gotten your fill because it was moving so fast. Then all of a sudden, you think this is going to go down only to watch it go up, and now you're losing money on the trade. So that's one reason you don't chase volatility. And so if you didn't get in early and you try to chase this, you are late to the party. And I do not chase candles. You would be late to the party. I'm sorry, Lee. Let's see. Let's go back to your question. Yeah, this is anchored on the price bar. So you don't see anything up here. But if I move the chart back, you see this red bar up here? It's going to be anchored to this high right here. See that? And then it's going to be anchored to this low right here too. This is the lowest low right there. But I don't think I anchored it to that level. I think I anchored it to this low or something. And then I anchored it to this low right here, and I took that high from way back there, and that's how I came up with this this range right here for the Fibonacci. Oh wow, look at this. Just look at this right here. Pow. Man, if you would have gotten into this trade right here, we just got bar change. Right now, you would have been nicely toast. Now that you're going to get this bar going to the upside right now. I'm not convinced that this is upside entirely right now. It says buy signal, but I'd be very careful taking that buy signal. We just got a buy signal on the 1 hour as well. But everything right now is pointing down. And I don't like taking trades when things are pointing down in the 30-minute and the 1 hour as well. So I'm being a little bit precautious today, guys. Look, this candle right here has not even closed. And, sorry, let's take a quick peek right here. And this AI-driven strategy says you still have a little bit more downside, a little bit more downside here. And so I'm being a little bit precautious just because of that right there. The 30-minute is not jiving with the with that signal I just got right now. So that's my thinking on that. And today is the 10th. My goodness, this month is just going by so fast. My chart got stuck. There we go. Yeah, I think this is a short, and I am taking a short position on this. But
trade.
All right, it's only going to be one contract because I'm already late to the trade. See where we're at in the 5-minute here? It's just bouncing up a little bit from that 61.8 retracement right there. And just remember that this strategy here, which is the one over here on the Fibonacci, captures very short amplitude swings in trades. However, I am looking at the 30-minute chart that's got a candle on it. Maybe I should just illustrate this to you guys. So there you go. That's my 30-minute, which has been dead accurate. Look at this. Boom. Today. I mean, really super accurate. And if I see this going down, and I've got a signal that says that I'm still supposed to be short in the trade, and this caught that move long before it happened at 1300, you know, or just actually at 1200. Then I'm not, you know, inclined to go long. You know, I don't want to go long unless I have a supportive position here to go long. And also right here too. You got a structural change right here. Boom, to the downside, right? So, yeah, of course I'm going to be cautious. You know, you don't want to take a long on this. I mean, you could take a short amplitude swing up to the upside, maybe 2-3 bars and get out. But the long-term bias, which is what I'm into, is telling you that, you know, you ought to be short the market right now. And this strategy alone has been responsible for a huge amount of profits, not only today, but for a lot of other days. Just today alone, this strategy right here has been 75% accurate. 100% to the upside, 50% to the downside. And, you know, if I took every single signal from the time, you know, this thing started to fire off, every single one, I'd be up about 11 grand. That's what that strategy would have produced right there, from the open to the open right there. So anyway, that's the reason I am hesitating right now, taking a long position on this right there. So if you guys see a signal and see me hesitate, it's because I'm looking at this on a separate screen. All right, guys, it's 1:08. Let me just go over the workspaces and get you guys caught up. All right. The daily, we always look at the daily because it gives us a very good idea of where institutional flow is at. Institutional flow is still coming in. The report comes out tonight. So this will update again and tell us tomorrow morning whether institutional flow has continued, increased, or decreased into the Nasdaq 100. Long term, the bias is up. We do have a signal right here for a long trade. So I still do expect continued push up in the Nasdaq. This has not closed out right here as well. The short-term cycle filter, however, did kink. Normally when that happens, a couple of things will happen. One, it'll start moving sideways. Two, it may just come down a little bit. Or three, if it does cross the zero line between today, tomorrow, or maybe the next day, if it does cross the zero line, then you can almost guaranteed see a sell-off in the Nasdaq and a retest to the 410 level again. It works like clockwork. And if you go back and study this, I have copies of this on the Discord server. You'll see how accurate this study has been. All right. So just you have to keep in mind though that this tracks longer term moves. This tracks very short cyclic moves in the Nasdaq. For example, this tracked the longer term move right here, pow, and it did right here too. Look, right there, all the way to there. You see that? And this tracked the very short term moves right here, where it caught the upside, and then it went sideways. If you notice, this is all sideways trading right there. You see that? Caught the sideways, then it continued on with the upside until it ended right there. So it's dead accurate, guys, and it's exclusive to trade the Nasdaq daily if you're a swing trader. But I use it just for bias to see which way the market's moving. All right. Right now, we are not in consolidation. We are just in this cycle zone right now between the 68 and another area here of support, of resistance. And we are cycling up a little bit as evident by this algo here. And until it actually turns over, we'll see some continued downside. All right, so we've got the signal here for the long side, long and short right there. The overnight is biased to the long side as of 9 a.m. Okay. Range bar wise, we are range bound right now in a very, very tight range right here. Okay, in a very, 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 very tight range. And the bias, ouch, and the bias is down right now, right there. All right. I've got 1, 2 algos that are pointing to the downside. This one right here, you got to take this signal. I don't think was accurate in terms of its upside. It was, but then it came down. So I'm still watching it. But right here, downside, downside. Let's see over here in the overnight. These are all experimental charts. Caught the downside perfectly and the upside as well, and more downside, downside, upside, and it has not closed out on the downside right now. This has been really super accurate, and I've been tweaking it to improve the quality of the signal. So this has been very accurate as well in giving us directional bias for the day. That's what that is. And, you know, we have another signal here, and I'm kind of comparing these in tandem to see which one of these has more robustness. But so far, they've actually performed really good, with the exception that this did not give me a signal on the upside. This did, and it also gave me a signal to the downside right there, which is interesting. On the ES front, we have very good robustness on the ES right here as well, on this overnight ES that I've been tinkering around with. And as far as market instability goes, wow, look at this. It did capture that move right here as being an outlier right here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In fact, you can't see that unless I actually highlight the workspace right there. So if you notice this drop right here, all the way over here, right there, it was caught by this red bar that's hidden right now, which is right here. Then the market just kind of bounced up right there. It always does that all the time. Now we had another one here as well this morning, and this was a real good one because when the market actually pulled back, when you saw that V-shaped recovery, this is exactly what this is right here. Okay, spotted market instability, and what happened? It just boom, shot up like a slinky right there, and this caught it as well with this signal down here at the bottom, and you can see it right here, little red bar coming down right there. That was that, and then after that, boom, it just went up. So very accurate chart to gauge these bottoms of what happens in the market, and we look at this throughout the day as well. So let's see where we're at on these fibs. I gave you guys my reasoning as to why I haven't taken this long signal to the upside. And I went over the 30-minute chart as well. So this thing, theoretically speaking, could potentially fall to 787. I don't like setting price targets. That's just my style of trading. But I am illustrating this fib chart here because I know a lot of traders follow Fibonacci's, and they all look at the same charts, and they respect these resistance and support levels right here. And this is just for illustration purposes and for discussion purposes. I've been asked a lot on the group lately as to what levels are what, and I wasn't clear in my answers just because I wasn't using these Fibonacci's. I put these on last night. This is the first time I'm showcasing them. But you guys have your own setups, so don't rely on mine. And that's simply because everybody sets their Fibonacci's differently based on whatever tools they have. I'm only illustrating how I personally set up my Fibonacci's. Okay, so here we go. We are down, and my position to the downside is working out nicely right now. Quick peek at P&L for you guys who enjoy looking at P&L. There we are, right there. And I'll come back to that a little later. I just do not like looking at my P&L. It's just me. It's just me. Yep, and every trader's got their own little. It's like you said, Lee. It's more of an art and also a science at the same time. But you said it perfectly on the Discord group, and that's where the issue with Fibonacci's lies as well, because some traders will use different points of measurement and get completely useless results. Other traders will kind of set them differently. But yeah, that's the thing with Fibonacci's, is being able to set those at points that actually represent a clear view of the market. That's where the art component comes in. All right, let me take a quick peek since it's only 118. Wow. Yeah, this yellow line I slapped on here is a 50% retracement of that Fibonacci. And this is just going to continue going until we actually get closure right here. Crossing between this and this. All right. You know what? You guys like to look at this. Yeah, so this 50% right here, this line is the same thing as this yellow line right here. I just decided to do them individually rather than having a whole bunch of lines coming this way, because I already have a lot of lines with this market task market profile. I don't want the chart to get too cluttered and messy. All right, so I am short. You guys saw the trade, and I gave you my rationale as to why I'm short. And no change in the half-hour cycle yet to the downside. And this strategy alone has proven to be a monster today, a huge monster winner. Holy moly! Yeehaw! Right? Yeehaw! It's so funny. All right, so that hit that 50% mark right there. Just smacked it. Almost right here. Still has a little bit more to go to the downside based on that. So anyway, there you go, guys. Oh, sorry, wrong screen. Meant to put it there. Generally speaking, without getting into a whole dissertation of why and how it works, but you guys need to do your own research on this to convince your own selves. But anytime you see price cross with the VIX, so they move in opposite directions, right? You normally have what I call phase shift right there, and you normally have continuation of the move. So for example, right here you had price touch the VIX, but there was no crossing with the VIX for continuation to the upside. And then, for example, right here, you did have a crossing with the VIX and you had continuation of price to the upside. Okay. Same thing with this. Same thing with this. Okay. When there is no crossing, you generally have 3 to 4 bar moves, which are just very temporary in nature. But when you actually do have a crossing, you have longer, more pronounced moves in the instrument. So that's just for observational purposes, but you guys need to do your own research to substantiate that and convince yourselves. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. Excuse me. Nothing in the overnight. And your Fibonacci's are right there, right at that 50% mark. Guys, if you just joined the channel, please hit the like button. It shows your support, and it also helps the YouTube algorithm share the channel with other prospective traders who may not know about the channel. But it's very much appreciated, because I am I am doing this every single day, so anytime I get likes, it's always encouraging. So anyway, for what it's worth. Still short this trade, guys. I'm not going anywhere with this trade right now. It's just there bouncing around. All right, it's coming along nice. Good. All right, I am short the one contract on this. And we got 3 minutes for bar change. Wow, okay, nice. Be careful if you're going to take a long. Be careful. I mean, let's look at, we've got one more minute, and you know what? I'm just going to leave it here until that minute. In fact, let me just take a quick peek. Yeah, we're just past that 50% mark right there. And boom. Let's see what happened right now. Maybe we got signals. Where's my, here we go. Not yet. You know what? Yeah, I am getting out of this simply because I got, well, you know what? Hold on a second. I did get a signal on my 30-minute to exit the trade, which normally tells me that the trade has, you know, kind of dwindled to the downside already. But not yet. That's still in the 30 right now. I am up about $1,500 on this trade. It's kind of died down a little bit right there. All right. I'm going to take profits just simply because we are way at this level here. And I've had a good morning so far, so I don't mind taking a $1,700 profit. All right, guys, I'm out of that trade.
Trade.
All right, there we go. It's probably going to come down, as it always happens. Okay, cool. 1,700 and change. Done. Out. And, you know, I'm okay with that because at this time in the afternoon, I'm okay taking a little bit of profit off the table. And I'll just leave this here to see where the signal gets me out. So with this profit that I just took right now, it puts me at over 250 points, I think, for the day, which is not bad. That's a huge, huge day already. And I had a huge morning as well. So all this is gravy right now for me. Look at this. Always got to check for outliers all the time. You get these outliers, guys, and the market does move against you a little bit, sometimes a lot. So it's always good to check these throughout the course of the trading day. So let's see where we're at in the 5-minute. Oh yeah, look at this. We're way down here. And right there, look, boom. There's your trade. Right there, look at that. Pow. The end. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. So I'm just going to leave it here because I want to see where it oscillates. But as soon as we get bar change, I'll switch it back to the algos so we can see if there's any signals. I'll be right back, guys. 2 minutes. All right, guys, I am back. Yep, I am watching those. I am watching those. Wow. Okay, 139. This thing just sunk. I mean, look at that. Pow. Beauty. Beauty. Look at the top this morning right here, guys. Seeing what's going up, 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 and pow. Just nailed it right there. Beauty. Nailed it right before it came down. Look at that. Super nice. Then it went sideways and then pow. Nailed the bottom again. Boom. Nailed the top. Super nice. That looks like it is it for the bottom right there. For now. Look at that. Now you're going to get some oscillation to the upside right there. Man, I need glasses. Sometimes the letters are so small, I can't make out numbers, letters, and I need to see an ophthalmologist to see about my eyesight. It's also sometimes the compression on these charts, the way I've got them set up. Anyway, okay, guys, we got this. We're going to get bar change in 3 minutes, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that right there. And still have a short signal on this. It's been going on forever. And this as well. And this on the ES. On the on these what do you call it, Fibonacci's right here. This thing just came all the way down. Look at that. Pow. there's your support right there. And we'll see what happens. Still have open signals on these, and I took profits on this already, so. Yeah, thanks for that, Lee. I got the TIKND, and when you said that Nasdaq negative tick was less than 1500, I didn't see it here on my list, and I was like, oh, maybe I missed a symbol on the list here that I compiled. Actually, I had an old market internals workspace. Man, I hadn't seen that in probably a good year or so, just buried within a whole bunch of what do you call it, workspaces here that I have on Thinkorswim. And when you brought that to my attention, I dug it up. It was there, and I just plotted it right here on the market watch with TOS. But it does not include the tick/Q, and I'll add that today from the list. So yeah, when you said 1500, I looked at mine, and mine was not at 1500. I think it was negative 188. So yeah, I did miss the Q in that tick/Q on TOS. So yeah, if you guys who are listening into this are wondering what the heck is this guy talking about, it's market internals. These are indicators that are provided by your broker dealer. In our case, Lee's referencing to a symbol on TOS on Thinkorswim. I use Thinkorswim as well, and so if you want to find the market internals, they're under the Market Watch tab, and you'll see something that's called indicators, and then you could put together your own watch list and stick the ones in there that you want to follow and watch. There's also a way of pouring them to an Excel spreadsheet, but that's there's tutorials online on how to do that, but that's that takes a little bit more time to assemble and do. But if you want something just quick and easy, fast, just put together a workspace, a watch list with those indicators, and you can watch them there. So yeah, got it. Yeah, it's for the entire Nasdaq, not for the Nasdaq 100. There's two. I had the Nasdaq 100 in there, which has a reading of it's got a reading of like 90 something right now. Right now, I just turned positive to 35 on that tick. So yeah, those are things that you guys can actually assemble in a watch list and monitor as well. And TOS has a really neat platform to do that, but every broker dealer offers these. Some broker dealers, however, do make you pay for that additional data if you want it. TOS, I believe, is all inclusive as part of their package of what they have. So yeah, just some food for thought for you guys who are looking to monitor market internals right there. We just got bar change. Nothing here yet. Did we get anything in the overnight? Nothing here. Nothing in this monster short right here. It's been going on all day. Nothing here. This has a long bias to the upside. So boom, smacked here, went up, came down. Now it may be going up. And you might be at levels where, you know, hey, taking a long trade may start looking like an attractive decision if you're so inclined to do that right there. I hit the bottom right here, smacked. It's going to roll up. Most likely it'll hit this line. Almost guaranteed it's probably going to hit that line right there. Look at this. Until these two cross right here. All right. And this trade here to the upside was not a good trade because the market came down, but it is about to fizzle out. And you got a directional change right there to the upside. So you had downside. Let me just blow this up. This indicator has caught the moves very precisely right here. Look, you had the downside, smack. The upside, smack. The downside, smack. Little upside right there, and perfectly caught the downside right there. So now it's going which way? Up. And this is going to be a scratch, most likely. When it goes here, it'll close in the next 15 minutes. That's going up as well. But I do not have confirmation for any upside right now in my signals, and therefore I will wait. I do have confirmation for an upside signal on my 30-minute, which has been very accurate in giving me these type of early advance warnings. But I still think structurally there is a lot of pressure to the downside, so I'd be very careful. You can get a slinky trade off of something like this right there, right back up to this level. But you know, guys, if you're chasing 10, 20 points, good luck to you. That's one thing I just don't like doing, chasing small little point winners like that. I call them puffs. Don't trade the puffs. Someone asked me about trading rules yesterday. I have those posted up on the Discord group, and for you guys to see under trading rules right there. And those are the rules I follow religiously when I trade. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, we are going to get movement to the upside. I'm just waiting for the top of the hour to get any confirmation that this that all this downside is completely exhausted. What I don't like to see happen is for this thing to go up 2 bars and then come right back down, even though we're at a zone right here where taking upside appears to be safe. Does look like it is beginning to trend based on this signal right here being outside the range. However, with this filter being below the 0 line, I'd be very, very cautious in that upward move. Where did this thing hit again? Just want to make sure I saw this right. Wow, this thing just sunk and hit that. Just slinky back right there to the 50% level. Huh. Let me see, compare that to the, yeah, well, there you go. That is interesting right there. Your 50% mark is right there on that. And it is right there too. Wow. Yeah, very interesting. Quite interesting. All right, I'll just leave it here for a moment. Yeah, normally when you get this crossing here with this filter, this blue and red line right here, you normally get areas of noise where the market tends to go sideways. Also, this filter just completely confirming the move here will give you some areas of pronounced noise. Wow, this caught it perfectly. Pow, right there. 30-minute, 30-point range bar chart. Very nice. All right, let's see what's happening in the 5-minute here. We are still in gutter zone and still have an upward bias right now of where it could move, potentially here. You guys are just joining the group. Thanks for joining. I know you've got a lot of options of who to tune into during the course of your trade day, and I do appreciate you guys being here. We are trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live, and if it doesn't bother you, please take a moment and like the channel. It does help and show your appreciation towards what I'm doing right now. And I got out of that short trade I took just a little while ago, somewhere in this area right here, right before it just completely bottomed out right there, and that was a very successful trade. So now I'm just waiting for the setup on this, and I am looking closely to see if this is actually going to set up to potentially go long. But right now, in the longer time frames, I'm not seeing that there is any setup to go long, even though I've got an early signal in my 30-minute to actually go long. So I am patiently waiting to see what happens with that. This signal here is going to fizzle out in short order in probably 4 minutes. And this one here got stopped out, unfortunately. It's just the setting I've got for the stop loss on that. Just hit it. The oscillation in the bar right there just took it out. It actually got you out at a very good bar, but the oscillation of the bar just got you out completely. This does look like it is setting up for upside right here, right here, right here. And I am just patiently waiting to see what's going to happen at the top of the hour in about 3 more minutes. We still have open signals as well right here. Hope you guys so far have had a good morning, a profitable morning. This has been an enormous, today was just hands down a very good day. I love seeing these V-type recoveries right here in the market where it just sells off in the morning and does this boom V-shaped recovery. I mean, my algos work very good in these type of environments. And so far today, I'm up probably a little bit over 250 points already on this. So now in the PM session, this is all gravy, and I'm just watching to see if we get closing signals on this to figure out what's next. So we still have open signals to the short side right here. Yeah, the AM was very rewarding for a lot of traders who were watching today's action. Very, very, very rewarding setup right here with this huge drawdown and then the comeback in the morning. That was very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, congratulations on your wins as well. Let's see where we're at in the 5 minute. Yeah, crossing right there, guys. Look at that. It's going to go. It's going to smack that thing right there, and we'll see what happens. And we're in consolidation as well. Just entered consolidation right there. This will end when these two cross, probably right there. All right, so yeah, top of the hour. I just got confirmation for the upside on the 30 minute. And yeehaw, any signals here? Bad signal there, bad signal there. Yeah, let me see here. Check you out there. Right there, look at that. Boom. There's your buy signal right there. No buy signal here. And nothing there on the ES, which is interesting. And we're in consolidation mode right now. It means the market may move sideways. Wow, this was a huge, huge winner right here. Okay. And still no signal with this, no signal with this. I've got a short signal on that right there, which is dubious. That's really good. This 50% halfway point in your in the account that you're using with Apex is the most critical moment of your trading. This is where you really got to be careful, hone down on what's working, and avoid FOMO at all cost. Okay, take trades where you've got a 90% confidence level inside, and just those. Just avoid FOMO and focus on those, and that'll get you to the other side safely, and you'll get your account activated, man. Because this is the critical juncture where a lot of traders who are in your position get really super excited, and then they start making poor trading decisions. So just keep focused on what's working, and yeah, avoid FOMO as much as you possibly can. So I got a good signal to go long on the 30-minute. However, I want to make sure that signal is accompanied by a signal over here. But it's setting up like it wants to go up. That I can tell you right now, even though the market's down 250 points. It's also down way, way, way down over here in the gutter. See if anything with the market instability. We have a little bit of a pullback right here, which may trigger a spike, but I'll keep an eye on that, see if it happens. And we got a short signal on this short amplitude swing strategy right here. There's also a very good book I posted, guys, on the Discord group. Someone had asked for a reference to any books on trading psychology, and I posted one on there. It is a very good book that talks about the inner workings of developing the right mindset to be a trader, because a lot of what you experience right now that you may be feeling as you're learning how to trade, perhaps in a sim account or something, is going to be completely different when you're live. When you're live, you're going to have all these emotions kick in that weren't there when you were on sim. That'll cloud your judgment and cause you to make crazy, rash decisions that you wouldn't have made otherwise had you been on sim. So that book is there for you guys to have on the Discord group. You could just click the link and download it. And I definitely encourage everyone, it doesn't matter at what stage you are in your trading career, to read that book. It's a great book. Yeah, I'm still waiting a little bit more, guys, to figure out what's going to happen as far as directional moves on this. And perhaps maybe get a signal here. So on the sidelines right now until we actually get closure on these signals right here. We did get closure though on the overnight, which is really good. This has been 100% accurate today. It's only 3 trades. There you go. 3 trades, 2 shorts, and 1 long. 100% accurate on this algo here. All right. So very nice job done by this strategy right here. Still not done with this one though. To the short side, and we are still open on these shorts here. $30-minute looks like I did get a signal to the upside on the 30-minute, and it looks like it is setting up really nicely for a perhaps pull-up again, but there is still significant pressure that I see on the 1 hour, and unless I get confirming signals, I am not taking a trade. I will be here on the sidelines, wait and see how this shakes out before that happens. Yeah, you've got to be very careful right now, and I'll tell you why. So right now you have no signal here to go long at all. None. Look at this. It's just fizzled out. Good thing today, guys, we haven't had much consolidation as we had in the previous days. And for you guys who are just joining the group, consolidation are areas where the market generally goes sideways like this. And that is flagged by the candle study that turns the bars white. I actually created that study, and it's indispensable, honestly, for trading because it keeps you out of bad situations right there. So right now we haven't had much of that in today's session. Thank goodness, because the previous sessions were marked by prolonged areas of consolidation, which are boring. Guys, if you're just joining the group, thanks for joining and watching. I know you've got a lot of options out there with guys who to watch. My setup is a lot different. What you see is not what you can get. Okay. My stuff is, a lot of it's proprietary. It's been developed based off of years of research and development, with the exception of some tools like the Task Market Profile, which is a TradeStation tool, and Fibonacci's, of course, right? But beyond that, most of the stuff you see is stuff I've created specifically to trade the Nasdaq 100. So beyond that, guys, it would show your appreciation if you just take a second and like the live stream. It does show your support, and it is encouraging to me. So yeah, please do like and also subscribe to the channel. That's the only way you're going to find out when I'm live again. I do come on every day, Monday through Friday, 12:30 to 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so today has been a fantastic morning. I hope you guys have made a whole bunch of money. And the strategies so far today that have been the most robust, I mean, this was a really good trade to the upside. This caught the trade to the downside and to the upside, and I took huge profits based off of this, just this alone this morning, as I did coming down as well. So that's where we're at right there with that. I do have the overnight studies as well right here. For you guys who aren't familiar with the overnight session or anything like that, I did a quick video on my thinking on the overnight that's on my YouTube channel. You guys can watch that. And so I've got some experimental charts here that I'm playing around with. This has not yet closed to the downside, which means that there is more perceived downside right now in the market. So we're waiting to see how that shakes out right now. Downside with this as well on the ES. This is another experimental strategy that I have been working on, and this today is it's 100% accurate. 3 trades, about $2,400, and that's represented. That's the profit the strategy would have netted today on this, and it still has an open bar right here to the short side on the ES. So I'm not trading this simply because I don't trade the ES, and also because this is still in the works of being refined for inclusion in the workspace that I have here at the bottom. All right, so let's see where we're at in those Fibonacci's, guys, because I know a lot of you, a couple of you guys messaged me privately about having these on just because it gives you a visual representation of the tops and the bottoms that you guys can better relate with. I know some of the tools I have may not make sense to a lot of you guys because you weren't in, you guys didn't develop them, so they're kind of foreign. You look at them, you're like, what the heck is this guy looking at, right? But this I know makes sense to a lot of people out there who are watching, and you can relate to these levels. So I have these up for your illustration, and boom, you got a signal right here to go short, and this does look like it is coming down again on the short side right here. And I've got a counter signal on that on my 30-minute, so I am on the sidelines right now, waiting to see how that's going to shake out. So you got support here between 737 and 721. And this signal, just so you know, still has a little bit of a ways to go. This strategy, which is the same one you see here on the Fibonacci, has been 85% accurate today. Okay, you could have followed this strategy along with all the signals and made 11 grand just off of this with one contract. Not bad. All right, let's take a quick peek at what's happening here at the 5. Yeah, you're way here in the gutter. But this still has a little bit more to go to the downside right there. Boom. All right, guys. Range bars. Wow. If we break below 724, this does look like it's trending down already. It came out of the range right there, so it is going to be trending down a little bit to the downside. Very tight, narrow range right here. Look at that. Very, 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 very tight range right there. That downside right there is kind of fizzling. right there. Little bit. Let me just take a quick peek right here. Yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to put it back here because this has not yet closed to the downside, and this looks like it's running. I still have conflicting signals between the 30 and the 1 hour, which is the reason why I am still sitting here, you know, and have not continued, taken a continuation to the short. You had the pullback and now boom again, right? Hey guys, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the mic was off. I didn't see the red button. Sorry about that. So I've been sitting here talking all by myself without the mic on. I was saying that if you're going to take a short trade on this 1 minute, would you prefer taking the trade here, where you're kind of up here? The Nasdaq has a habit of smacking both of these ranges throughout the course of the trading day. So I'd rather take a short trade up here, knowing that it's going to just run all the way down over here. But when it's all the way here, and you're kind of fizzling out on the downside, then it's only got one way to go. It's going to smack here perhaps, and then run back up, right? So it's not, you don't want to be taking short trades right here. So yeah, with regards to the AM session, that's the only time I've gotten the day to really hone in and immerse myself in the market with absolutely no disruptions whatsoever. And I would say that one of my flaws as a human is that I tend to talk a lot sometimes. That's because I'm Cuban. And us Cubans, if you know Cuban, you know they love to talk. And sometimes that disrupts my thinking process. In fact, I get so caught up sometimes just going over the charts and everything that I tend to overlook things. And I've had that happen a few times this week already. And I've caught myself doing it. So if I were doing that in the morning session, it would completely disrupt my thinking process, and I wouldn't be able to fully immerse in the trading session. So yeah, the morning, for that reason, I don't go public in the morning because I really want to focus and immerse myself into what I am doing. But the afternoon session, guys, it's a little different. It's a lot quieter. It moves slower. You're able to look at stuff, and it's nice to open it up then and share what I'm doing. No, I turned New Squawk completely off. It was so annoying. I felt that I was just getting bloated with a bunch of information that was useless for me to trade on, and it was just adding more stuff to my thinking process, which was making it hard. I found it hard for me to focus. That's what was happening. It was just too much stuff, too fast to process all at once, plus trying to focus, concentrate, run the stream. It was just a confluence of too much stuff, and plus that the thick British accent just didn't cut it for me. So I ended up just turning off the New Squawk yesterday afternoon for the remainder of the session, and I have not turned it back since, and I have felt that more peace has come upon me since. Yeah, I did take trades earlier, Raiz. Right now, we are just watching the market do its thing, do its oscillation. And, unlike other groups that you may see, I'm not the type of trader that's just going to jump in on any little move like this. I'm very calculated in my decision-making process, and I only take trades off my signals that I have based off of my these algorithms. So unless I have a signal, you're not going to see me trade. And that's exactly what we're waiting for right now. I'm a system trader, not discretionary. See what's happening with these fibs here. We're at the 38.2 level. Just smack that right there. And what's going on in the 5? Wow, yeah, just smack that line right there. Look at that. Yeah, you're in the gutter. And this is oscillating right back to the upside again. Came very close to smacking that right there. Then did an about face and came down exactly as I said it would. Look at that. Boom. All right, so we're looking at the overnight session. Wow, we finally got the buy signal right here. Look at that. Great. Boom, 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 boom. We get a signal in 1 more minute. And I am looking at my 30-minute right now for confirmational signal. We're still like way. The problem is, guys, is that I'm getting conflicting signals between the 1 hour and the 30, and that makes me a little bit uncomfortable in taking any upside on this. So until I actually get really good confirmation that we have a turn, then I will take upside. And this is actually good right here. Okay, we just got signals right now. Nothing here on this. Got a short there. Nothing here on this to the upside. And yep, we got a signal to the short side on the 30-minute cycle right now. Hoo-hoo. Just what I suspected. So down. Hang on, guys. And you got a signal there, you got a signal there, and you got a signal there too. Very interesting, but you got a short signal right there. I'm going to play this one safe and just stay on the sidelines right now. I've got some reservations on taking any signals right now just because these have not yet closed, and there may be more downside to this. Especially if you're looking at the market internals, you'll see exactly what I mean right there as well. The market down 265 points. Yeah, you got to be very careful right now taking upside on this. Are we in consolidation? Yeah, we are in consolidation right there. Just went into consolidation as well. So you've got some stuff going on, guys, that is just kind of muddy and not clear to take a trade right now. So yeah, we're definitely range bound right there. Still too close to comfort. I'll leave this here because we are in consolidation, and until we get out of that consolidation zone, be careful. For you guys who are new, consolidation represents an area where the market goes sideways. That's represented by the white paint bars. When the market is this heavy from the top, you have to be very, very cautious in taking any directional trade that might be opposite to the weight of the market. And right now, everything is, you know, it's red everywhere on the other screens that I've got. News Squawk is a feed that provides you live news, basically on equities, bonds, and commodities, and so it's a constant stream of information. That's really what it is. I'm sure it's got its use, but not for me. I'm just watching the headline on Bloomberg that U.S. inflation hits 4-decade high. It doesn't surprise me. 4-decade high. Stuff is expensive right now. My box of cereal, and I don't eat the fancy stuff. I eat like Fiber One, which is bland, flavorless as you can get. I used to pay $2.65 a box. Now it's up to $3.80 for a box of Fiber One at Walmart. So, yeah. Yeah, being focused is extremely important, guys. Being able to trade at peace. If you ever have girlfriend problems, family problems, or any other problems that you are dealing with, don't trade, because it's guaranteed to affect your performance. Guaranteed. You got to have peace inside when you're trading, and not let all these external factors, cloud your thinking. So I got rid of News Squawk. It was just a bunch of noise. Well, I'll tell you, I was on an institutional desk for Morgan Stanley, and I can tell you exactly where the news streams come from. And also, I was also at a hedge fund as well many years ago, and so I got to see the inside scoop of where people get news feeds and different sources and what have you. But the primary source, the most reliable source that a lot of these institutions rely on is Bloomberg. They have a Bloomberg terminal, and the Bloomberg terminal is quite accurate at posting stuff on there. They're very expensive to have. I remember at the last Morgan Stanley office I was at, they only had one Bloomberg terminal for the entire area where our group was at right there. There was only one other guy who had a specific Bloomberg terminal, but this guy was a $10 million producer, so he got his own Bloomberg terminal. He got anything he wanted. They're very good at providing updated news feeds and a whole bunch of other really neat features. If you've never used a Bloomberg terminal, it's miles out there from anything else. Also, Dow Jones Newswire is really good. I was told that News Squawk gets their news from Dow Jones Newswire, which I found to be very interesting. And there's also, I think it was, if I'm going off of memory, I think it was Thomson Reuters as well, had a dedicated news feed that came directly to traders' desks as well. So those are the ones that I recall from being on the institutional desk myself and seeing what these guys were using at the time. And of course, there might be new stuff that I may not be aware of because this was way back in 2013, 14 or so. So things have evolved, and every year someone comes out with something better and more improved than what's already out there. But that's based on memory. Yeah, the Bloomberg terminal is basically a giant repository of information of all types for all types of assets. Everything from structured products to the very obscure swaps, derivatives, and all sorts of things. It is very, very complete, which is why it's so expensive as well. Very expensive. All right, we just broke out of consolidation to the upside. Chances are this bad boy will make its attempt to hit this 61.8 retracement in the Fibonacci, but it's right at the cusp of consolidation and trying to hit that line right there. So this is going to end, as always, guys. Whenever you see the crossing right here of these two, that will be over with. Well, see, look, you see there, Chris, that's where you got to be careful, because that's how my friend ended up blowing up his account. He saw that he was at the 50% mark. He was doing really good. He wanted to complete his process to get funded, and he started to do these like little scalps like that, but adding more contracts, 2-3 contracts, and that's exactly how he ended up blowing up his account. So you got to be very careful in what you're doing. Don't add more contracts if it's not needed. Just continue with the same amount of contracts you've had, and slow and steady, you're going to hit your mark. Okay, we got 2 minutes for bar change right now, and we're just going to skim right past these and go straight into the AI-driven algos, which are right here. We do have support for upside here and here, And these tend to be, these are experimental. That's why I'm not giving them like 100% weighting on like, yes, you know, I'll take this right here and go at them, because they're not completed projects yet, guys. Even though they look promising right here, they're still not completed. I'm still testing them. That's why they say experiment on them here at the bottom. So I am waiting to get a signal off of this, and I am waiting to get better clarity off of the 30-minute and the 1 hour as well before I decide to take any before I decide to place any capital to risk right now. All right, we just got the bar change right now, guys, and we still don't have a signal here to get out, and this is about to fizzle out to the downside anyway, right here. Boom. But with this bad boy, I have no signal to get out, and I am being very precautious right now because I have conflicting signals on the 30-minute and 1 hour. Wow. And let me see where we're at in the Fibonacci here. For any upside, I would love for at least this to close right here. And that is just about to close, and perhaps 2 more bars, maybe. Once this crosses the 0 line plus 1 bar. Yeah. A little fizzle right there. And you just got a short signal right there as well. So, to add to the confusion. Take a look here. Yeah, we're right there, man. So, I'm going to play this one safe and wait to see if I get any signals here. And wait for the top of the hour to see if we get any structural change in the 30-minute and in the 1 hour as well. That's the only way I will take a trade right now. been going sideways, guys, and we are back in consolidation mode again. Right there. Look at that. For the past 20 minutes. Wow, talk about a head fake right there. Look at that. Boom. Just when people thought it was moving up, it just comes down and crushes you, right? That's what I'm telling you. Gotta be careful. You in consolidation. Right here. It's the reason I created this. Keep you out of trouble. We are way here at the bottom. If you don't have clarity in your setups, don't take a trade. Just, you know, stay on the sidelines and watch, which is exactly what I'm doing now. I don't have clarity in my upper time frames, so I am here. And this thing, I've got a signal to go short on the 30-minute and, well, actually on the 1 hour. Just got the signal on the 30-minute to go short on this right now. And I am going to wait for the top of the hour right now for bar change at 3 p.m. before anything happens. Let's take a quick peek at the 1 minute. It's going to come down, 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 and down right there. You can tell. It's setting up. Okay. We'll get confirmation soon. Only problem is I think this bad boy is going to fizzle out right now. Sorry. It's got 2 more bars to go to fizzle out to the downside. 1, 2. The crossing +1. But this is crossing to the downside right here. No, not yet. It will soon though. All right, so let's go back. I just wanted to see these Fibonacci's again. Yeah, so we're there. And we will see what happens right now in the next few minutes. All right, we just broke out from the consolidation area right now, right here. Boom. Looks like it may be going down. Got a signal to go short on the 30-minute, except that it's not the top of the hour. And I'd like to see if this is going to be a continuation to the downside on these bars, or if it's going to give me a closing signal to close a trade on this. So I'm going to wait to see what happens with that. I think we're going to get a closing signal on this one because it's right above the zero line, just slightly above. I'd at least like some confirmation off of this bad boy right here that we are still going to go down. In other words, I don't want to see it above the zero line right there. And this has been a very powerful filter right here. Really, really, really good filter. I got 5 more minutes for bar change, and that'll kind of let us know what's going on with these signals here, whether or not this is has already extinguished itself, or if there's more downside to go, and I'll make a decision then. But I want to see this go below the zero line as well. Yeah, I'm not speaking. That's why there's no sound. Yeah. Can you hear me now? All right, 57. Come on, 3 more minutes. All right, sound check. Just making sure you guys can hear me. Just type yes in the chat box if you can hear me, please. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. 2 minutes on this bad boy. Cool. Thanks, guys. And I am looking to see whether or not we actually get signals to close the trades here, or if this is going to be a continuation to the downside into the close today. Okay, got one more minute. Yeah, we are right there at that 38 mark again, so maybe it'll go down. Let's see real quick. I want to see if we get closing signals here or if this is going to be a continuation down. Boom, we just got bar change right now, and this closed off the position here to the downside. Nothing here, nothing here as well. I think this is continued downside.
Trade.
And I'm taking a one contract short on this right now. Based on this right here. Just came right below. Nothing here. See where we're at on the fibs. Yeah, we're touching that 38, and then after that, I mean, could come all the way down here. See what happened? It's happening with the range bars right here. We're just about to break through this level, and the market is trending as well, right there, as evident by this right there. Oh yeah, we've got downside here to go. Yeah, looks like it's kind of showing some little bit of resistance right there to the downside, but yeah, boom, there we go. We'll see what happens. I'm up like 350 bucks on that already. So I am short one contract right now. For you guys to who would like to see P&L, that's it right there. Went short one contract on this. This will be my last trade of the day. And I'm just gonna let this bad boy run until we get signals either here or here, and be done with it. All right, I'll come back to that because I hate looking at P&Ls. take a peek and see if there's any instability right now or outliers. Nothing yet that looks like an outlier to me to the downside that could indicate a pullback, a hard pullback to the upside on this. Market's down over 300 points. But it's also way, way, way down here in the gutter. Eesh. Yeah. All right. Let's take a peek at the range bars real quick. Very tight channel. This thing's bouncing. That's because you're focused. In the AM, people tend to be more focused on what's going on, and your mind is fresh, and you're ready to go. In the afternoon, after looking at all these charts for 6.5 hours, your mind is toasted. So it tends to affect your decision-making process. Let's take a peek at something real quick here. All right, this bad boy right here, I just went sideways on me, and I don't like that, especially in the afternoons. And let me see, where am I at? Oh, I'm like at break even right now. See where my 30-minute is real quick, right here. And let me just take a quick peek here. That's got a little bit of upside movement right now. Yeah, this is going to oscillate to the upside, and you know what? This thing right here didn't really cross down the way I wanted to in the PM session. I don't want this to be a repeat of what happened yesterday. So guys, I am flat on this trade, and I am out. It's only one contract.
Trade.
Done. I got out. You know why? Because unless I get support from something like this, that this is going to continue going down and not bounce around, there's only a certain amount of 50-minute intervals I've got between now and the close of the market. And I generally stop trading at 3:30. So if this isn't below the zero line coming down, it just did an about face right there. I'm not going to risk it and do the trade, especially at these levels right here where you're at. And it's okay, because I've already made my day in the afternoon and in the morning. So in the last couple of days, what we have seen is a slight reversal in the afternoon session to the upside, and I've had to give away some profits because of that, and I don't want that to happen today. Again, I just don't want it to be a repeat anymore. Plus the downside on the 30-minute looks like, it looks okay, but it's not like super strong, because this thing's been going down for ever already. So these type of pullbacks are expected. If I don't see confirmation here, and this looks like it's going sideways again, I don't want to be part of the trade. So I took that out for a break even right now, plus or minus 10-20 bucks, and that's it. Plus, on top of that, it just broke through consolidation to the upside right here. Look at that. In consolidation to the upside. And I'm looking at this. In fact, I'm looking at this up here on a different chart, but with a lot more granularity and detail than what you guys can see. I'm seeing my zero lag go up. I'm seeing that go up. You know what? This is going to run up to the upside before it actually makes an about face and go down. And I don't want to be caught in this upward cycle if I've got no support here from the directional move that I know it should take. So for that reason, I scratched the trade. Hey, no harm, no foul, and I'm done. I'm pretty much done for the day. Yeah. I've had a good afternoon and a good morning, guys, as well. Both have been profitable today, and this trade won't be over until you actually get the signal to the downside, but it's too close for comfort for me right now, given that it's 3:14 and I end my trading at 3:30. It's just how I trade. Shield Security, blessings to you. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and I hope your day was profitable as well. Thanks, I appreciate that, Shield Security. It's for the love of the sport. Look at this. Look at this. I hope you guys are looking. Okay? Look at this. We just got the exit signal right there. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. And that's going to run up right there. Come on.
You're not taking any trades.
I'll take that one.
Trade.
So I just took a one contract long on this. I got Marcy reminding me of my rules. Don't be taking any trades after 3 o'clock. I'm like, yeah, but look, you know, you got this one. Is that FOMO? No, it's not FOMO. Not FOMO. Look, you got good support to the upside right there. You got a signal there, a signal there. Man, I just had a sinking feeling that something like this was going to happen at the 3:15 hour. And when I saw the algorithm right here just starting to go up, I said, the heck with that, man. This is going to roll up. And the same thing that happened yesterday afternoon is going to happen. And said and done. Look at that. Boom. Got the signal there. This may end up rolling up a little bit. You got a buy signal there, a buy signal there. You don't have anything here. This has been a long buy signal forever. And nothing here yet on this. But these have been... oh, you got a buy signal right here too, which is right over here. So this was a successful short, according to the strategy here, and now you got a buy signal to the upside right there. So there you go. And I took a one contract long on this right now. And I will most likely take that long wherever I get the intersect here. Let's see here, or here, because I'm not going to wait for the end of the signal after 3:30. I just don't trade after 3:30. That's just my style of trading. Let's take a peek here at that 1 minute and see where it is. Yeah, it's gonna roll down a little bit right now before it goes up. How funny that is, right? Is that view on the file? Consolidation. Look at that. How funny. Dang it. Okay. and it's consolidation to the downside. I'll be right back, guys, in 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. This is at the 50% mark right now in consolidation, and there's just no puff. Not with the market being down so much, guys. I'm gonna take this out for. I'm gonna take this off for a scratch for the day. Very likely right now at the 3:30 hour. Yep. And where are we at on those Fibonacci's again? This strategy right here has been very good today. It has, dang, my trade station froze. Dang it. Here we go. This trade this strategy right here has been 87% accurate today with a profit factor of 13%. It's had one loss, so a little over $1,000, but overall it has been a great strategy today with 7 out of 8 trades being winners in total today. So there you go with that. I don't know if that matters to anyone, but it's only for illustration purposes. Yeah, we're resting right at the 50% mark in consolidation right now. And this thing's just bouncing around, doing nothing. I thought we'd have at least a move back to the 61.8 line, but you know, maybe it'll happen after 3:30 as soon as I get out of the trade, right? So that typically is what happens. Hasn't that ever happened to you? You're in the trade, and all of a sudden you exit it, and it goes the way you thought. It happens to me all the time after 3:30. All the time. I've gotten asked why I don't trade after 3:30. There's a variety of different reasons. One of them is it takes me hours of preparation after the market closes just for the next day's session. And if I don't give myself enough of a runway, I mean, I end up going to bed at, 10 o'clock at night, super tired. So then I've got to have lunch, and I've got to do a bunch of other things, and I just need a little bit of a runway. And after 3:30 in the afternoon, you get increased volatility, where the market could move in, aggressively against you in different directions. So there's a variety of different reasons why I don't trade after 3:30 in the afternoon. I had 2 more minutes, and I am watching this because I am going to exit this trade. And I'm pretty much flat on this trade right now, give or take like 50, 60, 80 bucks. It just keeps bouncing around between that. All right, last minute, and let's see what happens here with this. Thank you. See where we're at in the 5, consolidation, and where we're at in the 1, sideways. sideways action very close to the bottom channel right there. And it's turning to the downside. No good. Okay. All right, I am out of this trade, and looks like I'm down a few hundred dollars right here on this. Jeez, let me just get out of this.
Trade.
Ah, shoot, hold on, hit the wrong button. Come on.
Trade.
All right, I'm out of there. I had actually hit the buy button instead of the sell button. That happens late in the afternoon. All right, guys, it was a fabulous day overall. A very successful day for both the AM and PM afternoon. Left a little bit of dust under the carpet on this one right here, but it's all right. You know, it doesn't dwarf what happened the remainder of the day. It's just when you're top heavy in the market like this, these type of reversals after 3 o'clock are very iffy, very iffy. And I had my concerns on the what do you call it, a 30-minute chart, and I should have just listened to my thoughts on that. But anyway,
and your wife.
And my wife, who said don't get into the trade. So I hope you guys had a fabulous afternoon, as I have. I'll see you guys here tomorrow again at 12:30 for another fantastic day trading the Nasdaq 100. Happy trading, guys, into the close. Take care.